Just the start, they were a little bit slow.
It's quite hard to tell, isn't it?
Sometimes in some of the races, when someone's going to hit like that, they break the big over my parents. trainer.
You saw Kieran?
Okay, ready? Ready? Okay, welcome to our prize giving 2019. I'd like to congratulate you, all you winners, for training really hard all year and being able to put it into practice on the water here. So congratulations to you. Not many people win at Henley Women's. It's a really gladiatorial event. It's very different to six-lane racing, very different to Eton, Dorney and Nottingham. And we like to pride ourselves on being different. I just have some thank yous to say. So I'd like to thank our sponsors, Scott Investment, Colgan, Wentworth House Partnership and Hudson, who all make it possible for us to be able to host the regatta, as well as live stream the regatta so all your spectators and friends and family can watch at home. I'd also like to thank the Copers Partnership, Henley Royal Regatta and also Leander Club for supporting us through the year, providing us with the venue and also the wonderful course to row on. I'd also like to thank the hundreds of volunteers. Many of us worked all the way through the year to plan this event and to make it really special, particularly for you, the competitors. I'd also like to thank the friends of Henley Women's Regatta who also contribute to the regatta as well. I just want to say a few words about the challenges we faced this year, in particular the scheduling of the Senior Brit Championships 4 days before Henley Women's Regatta. I want to thank all of you for prioritising Henley Women's Regatta, for speaking out, many of you, and saying it is not the right thing for women's rowing to be able to schedule that so close to our event, and also that we are very relevant even though Henley Royal Regatta is introducing more women's events. We do thank you. We do support the introduction of additional women's events into Henley Royal Regatta because I know all of you would like to race at Henley Women's but also go on to row the full course and experience what is special about Henley Royal as well. We support it, we are campaigning for it, and we have written letters to ask for the extension of the day to make it possible. So we support it. We see ourselves as very relevant. We see ourselves as an opportunity for many people to race here, and the few that do well, that can go on and qualify for Henley Royal, that is a stepping stone, and we see ourselves as very relevant to that. Also, you know, it's great to go to multi-lane racing, but it's also fantastic to have the gladiatorial combat and unpredictability that you face racing side by side here. So, I now want to hand over to our prize giver this year. Our prize giver gave me great pleasure, brought many a tear to my eyes as I watched her jump in delight when she won Olympic gold in London 2012 in the lightweight double. Originally from Tees Rowing Club, which she proudly still supports and mentions at every chance, when we asked her which club she was, I am Tees Rowing Club, she said. So I'd like to welcome Kat Copeland, MBE.
Hello, I'm really pleased and I was so flattered to be asked here today because this is a really big deal for me. So for those of you that don't know me, I'll give you the British rowing bio version. So as Miriam said, I rowed in the lightweight double scull in London and Rio. I won an Olympic gold medal, European and world gold medals, and broke 3 world record times. But, no, this goes on. I'm not just digging myself up. But then I'll give you the personalised version that's a lot more authentic that I'd like to share with you today. So when I was younger, I was actually quite overweight and I was very unconfident. I literally didn't even understand how to play rounders at school. I came second last at school cross country. I couldn't do 2 sit-ups in our fitness testing at school. The thought of getting changed in a communal changing rooms when I was going to secondary school actually gave me sleepless nights, and that's not like it actually did. And then when I got to secondary school, a friend of mine asked me if I wanted to go rowing with her. And I said no like 6 times. She had to ask and ask and ask. I actually realise now what I was picturing in my head was actually canoeing. I didn't even know what rowing was. And when I say it like this, it sounds easy, and it definitely hasn't been easy, but I went to that first rowing session at school and I absolutely fell in love with the sport. For someone who hated sport as much as I did and was as unconfident as I was, this was no small feat. I fell in love with the rhythmical feel of the boat in a crew boat. I fell in love with the misty flat mornings. I fell in love with the camaraderie and the friends that I made through rowing. And that for me is what our sport is all about. Yes, winning the Olympics for me was one of the best moments of my life, and I can say with honesty I'd probably be disappointed if I'd have retired without it. But when I retired earlier this year and I was looking back through all of my pictures, deciding what my Instagram post was going to be, because priorities, so many of my photos came from school, came from Tees Rowing Club, came from moments off the water with my teammates. They came from the gym doing weights or when I was on training camp with the other girls. I've only just started to process my journey now, but what has been really clear to me is that, as cliche as it sounds, the journey was the best bit. So by all means, be ambitious, get better, be stronger, get faster. All of you here, take women's rowing by the horns and really just push it on. But enjoy the ride and really do appreciate the moments along the way. So appreciate getting your prize today. Appreciate and enjoy your victory McDonald's or whatever it is you're going to do tonight on the way back. And then enjoy getting back at it next week. I'm originally from Teesside, if you can't tell. So my first Henley was actually Durham Regatta, which is also known as the Henley of the North. Yeah. But I do vividly remember my first women's Henley. The prestige of the event, getting to race on such a beautiful course, and just the support that everyone has here is really, really etched in my mind. So it's really special for me to be here today. And now, several years, well, quite a few years later, I'm quite old now, coming back and just watching the ferocity of the racing this weekend, watching the skill and the speed of the crews on the water, the passion and the support of the people who have come down to support and who have helped organise this amazing event is really amazing. So I would actually like to finish by saying thank you to everyone who has raced and organised and supported this weekend. And thank you everyone for representing our incredible sport so well. Thank you.
So now we get to the business end of handing out your hard-won trophies and medals. Please do enjoy your trophies in this area. They're not to be taken home. One crew did take one home last year. I can't tell you what trouble that caused them. So please enjoy them and then return them to Naomi here after you've taken photographs and drunk something out of them. So we will start with our very first record of the day, which was set in the event for Junior 16 Coxed Fours, which was won this year by Marlow Rowing Club. If you could step up with your coach, please, who is Enya Meadows. Congratulations to Molly Newman, Ella Marsh, Ellie Brindle, Molly Fennell, and Amelie Brindle, who set a new record of 5 minutes 27 in our first trophy today.
And that's Marlow Rowing Club winning the West End ARA Trophy for J16 Coxed Fours. Congratulations, Marlow. We come on to the Fiona Dennis Trophy for aspirational lightweight single sculls. Somebody who's only turned to sculling recently, and I think she's brought home the first win ever for Surrey University. That's Miley Wedgwood and her coach, Samuel Tuck. We're now going to break with convention here because there's something rather unusual about this winning crew. Never before have we had a chairman's daughter win at the regatta, but that happened today in the Nina Padwick Trophy, kindly sponsored by Nina Padwick, in the Junior 16 Quadruple Sculls. This was won, look out for the chairman's name, this was won by Henley Rowing Club with Georgina Pollard, Isabel Cotton, Della Luke and Holly Cookson and their coach David Lister, and I think that Miriam should step forward and help with this, don't you? I think she is. You've got to get in the pictures. And yes, Miriam should get in the pictures too. Yes. That's a first for the regatta. So we're moving on to our first eights event presentation, which is for the Peabody Cup for the Junior Eights, which is kindly sponsored by Simmons and Sons, which is our first trophy that's going overseas. Trump did say that everything's on the table, so this is the first one going. This is won gallantly by St. Paul's School of the United States of America. Please welcome them. They are, with their coach, Reverend Michael Spencer, Annie Lee, Delaney Icorn, Faith Onachiri, Ella Stewart, Bisbee Scott, Alison Liu, Catherine Reynolds, Violet Barletta, and their cox, Claire Yu. And the Reverend Spencer looks very smart. It is. Well done, St Paul's School. We'll move on now to an event which has been the ground for many future internationals within this country, which is for the junior single sculls, which is the Di Ellis Trophy. And that was won in a very exciting race by Glasgow Academy, Anna Buchanan, and her coach, Lee Boucher. I've said that completely incorrectly. I'm going to be getting it right now. Boucher. Lee Boucher. Congratulations to our junior single sculls winner, Anna Buchanan. Now it's going to get exciting now because we've got an event here that was won by some visitors from the Netherlands. They always like to celebrate with a little bit of a sing-song, so I hope they've got their best voices on. And we can congratulate the winners of the Aspirational Academic Coxless Fours. They've won the Cathy Cruikshank Trophy. And they are KSRV Njord from the Netherlands and their coach Harman Efting. Please welcome Suzanne Kaniga, Emma Fox, I had a go, Femke van Veen and Margot Leeuwenberg. They're going to sing you a little song, and so they should, because they set a new record today in the Aspirational Academic Coxless Fours. And we have that spectacular tradition of handing down the blazers from generation to generation. So there isn't a dry cleaning problem in the Netherlands. This is what it should be like. Okay, so who's going to open the singing after the photographs? Oh, we started.
En blauw is de kleur van de eeuwige vrouw die hij zoert. Ach wat juist, en zij staan.
Hey, well done! Don't leave yet, you have your photographs to take. So we're moving on to an event that was taken by a club that brought more athletes here than any other club. They have such depth to their women's rowing and sculling. The winners of the Copus Cup, the Aspirational Club 8s, which is kindly sponsored by the Copus Partnership, that was a win for Thames Rowing Club. Their coach, Sander Smulders, I'm sure he joined in with that sing-song, and their crew, they are Josie Phillips, Sarah Fabes, Katerina Buitza, Christina Schneider, Lucy Nee, Ellie Morris, Hannah Laird, Ruth Taylor, and their cox was Nat Kernan. And we have two coaches. So some. And we have it takes two coaches to create a crew of this fabulousness, and we have Jamie Lowe. That's congratulations to Thames Rowing Club. Success at last. And we move on now to the Rosie McLaughlin Trophy for Aspirational Double Sculls, kindly sponsored by Tim and Sarah Lohman. And this afternoon we're joined by Sarah Lohman to help with the presentation, so we're very grateful for their continued support of the regatta. This event was won for the first time ever by a junior crew, and they asserted their authority on it so much that they broke the record. Congratulations go to the crew from Leicester Rowing Club and Shiplake College and their coach Howard Marsh. The crew is Lauren Henry and Olivia Morgan. And not surprisingly, as it was formerly an all-boys school, this is the first win ever for Shiplake College. So congratulations. The winners of the Aspirational Double Sculls. We move on now to the Frank V. Harry Cup, which is the prize for the development coxed fours. Somebody take that call. And this is going to be a club that we're going to be hearing quite a lot from. Can someone out there tell me how many prizes you won today? 4. So this is the first of 4. Congratulations to the winners of the Development Coxed 4. Tideway Scullers School. S. Van Son, M. Plack, A. Chapman, K. Jane Coop, their cox, A. Stutter, and their coach, Kieran Clark. I can also tell you that they managed to break the record for this event, coming down the course, beating actually the record that was set in the semi-finals by their opponents. So that's poor compensation for them. But congratulations to Tideway Scullers School. Well done, Scullers. We move on then to the Aspirational Quadruple Sculls, which is the Chairman's Trophy. And this was also taken in a new record of 5 minutes and 4 seconds. This was a composite from Nottingham Rowing Club and Strathclyde Park. Please congratulate Amy Hickin, Erica Hurst, Perry McCluskey, Molly Johnson, and their coach, Nicola Bonavente. Did I get that wrong? Bonavente. Congratulations, Nottingham Strathclyde Park. So we move on now to the junior double sculls, and this is kindly sponsored by the Colgan Foundation and is the Rayner Cup. This was won this year by Sir William Perkins School. In a very tough event, sculled by Emily Keane and Ella Iodi and their coach, Jonathan Keir. Congratulations, Sir William Perkins School. As we move on to the aspirational single sculls, which is the Bernard Churcher Trophy. This was taken this year by Grosvenor Rowing Club sculler Lucy Eyeball and her coach Paul Turner. Congratulations to Grosvenor. We move on to the Groton School Challenge Cup, which is the Junior Coxed Fours event. This, as always, provided some extremely tough racing, and this year was taken by the local crew of Henley Rowing Club. Madeline Pollard, Phoebe Snowden, Carla Russell, Phoebe Fletcher, Ella Knowlson, and their coaches Leon Redman and Ed Dean. Congratulations to Henley Rowing Club. We move on now to the Leicester Trophy for Aspirational Club Coxless Fours, which is kindly sponsored by Scott Investment Partners. And this is the second tremendous win today by Tideway Scullers School. And their coach, Kieran Clark, will bring them up. He's a popular chap. Alice Bloomer, Eleanor Peebles, Amy Polgas and Ailing Brown. Well done. You've got the ball. You're welcome. And moving on to the B Langridge Trophy for Junior Quadruple Sculls, which is kindly sponsored by Scott Investment Partners. And once again, we congratulate Tideway Scullers School. This crew coached by Rona McCallum. Congratulations go to Isabel Lack, Ruby O'Keefe, Evelina Davies, and Zoe Sheska. And we also congratulate the coach, Dave Mannion. The Scullers go across the board today, winning championship events, senior events, and junior events. I think they've painted the river their colours today. We move on to the Grosvenor Cup for power rowing single sculls. This was won today by Marlow Rowing Club, Georgia Walker and her coach, Enya Meadows. Congratulations to Georgia Walker. We now move on to the Aspirational Academic Eights, which is kindly sponsored by the Colgan Foundation. And today we're joined by BB Colgan, our generous supporter, who's going to take part in the prize giving. This event today was taken by Oxford Brookes University. Congratulations to Alice Harper, Lieben Dickens, Coralie Spearman, Harriet Ferguson, Katie Matali, Jordan Simper, Beth Meakin, and B. Wilford Dutton, and their cocks. How do you say that? Ashling. She's very quiet for a Cox. Aisling Humphreys Griffiths and their coach, Dan James. I should also add that in winning this event, Oxford Brookes have just raised the bar as well by setting a new record of 4 minutes 42. Congratulations to Brookes. We're now coming to the last phase of the prize giving, which is for all of our championship events. And we begin with the Godfrey Rowe Sports Trophy for the championship lightweight singles sculls, which was won in quite some brave style by Laura Macro of University of Bath. Supported by her coach, Dan Harris. This event is also kindly sponsored by the Colgan Foundation. Congratulations. Moving on now to the championship lightweight coxless pairs. And this is win number 3, but also a record-breaking win for Tideway Scullers School. This is the Parkside Trophy, and it was won today by Katie Potter and Kate Wagstaff and their coach Kieran Clark in a new record of 5 minutes 30. Congratulations, Scullers. And we move on to the open weight version of the same event, which is the championship coxless pairs, the Redgrave Challenge Vase, kindly sponsored by Sir Steve and Lady Anne Redgrave. This year this was taken by Leander Club. Natasha Harris-White, Susie Deere, setting a new record, 5 minutes 24. They didn't know that. Well, congratulations. And although he's extremely shy, Ross, you are going to have to come up. Their coach, Ross Hunter. I've just been told there's a second coach attached to this crew, which is Mr. Robert Angus Henderson Morgan, which is actually my husband. He couldn't be here today. Ross is indeed on tiptoes. We move on now to an event which was taken, I think, for the first time by a crew from the United States of America. This is the Championship Lightweight Double Sculls, which is the Haslam Palfrey Trophy, kindly sponsored by Wentworth House Partnership. And today we're joined by Tim Lohman, who will help with the presentation. This was taken by a club which has come in considerable numbers and has taken away some silverware. The University of Tulsa from the United States. Sofia Valente Camara P. and Serolta Pak. I believe I've said those correctly. And their coach, Kevin Harris. We move on now to the Championship Single Sculls, the George Innes Cup, which was won this year by Molesey Boat Club. Sculled by Elo Lewick, and her coach is Philippe Bourguignon. Congratulations to Molesey. We were treated to some absolutely cracking racing in the Championship Coxless Fours for the Avril Vellacott Cup, which was taken today by Edinburgh University. They set a new record, 4:54, which is usually a time that only 8s achieve. Congratulations to India Summerside, Flora Blake Parsons, Lydia Curry, Alex Rankin, and their coach, John Higson. Well done, Edinburgh. Moving on to the Championship Double Sculls, the W. Peer Cup. This is the second win of the day for Leander Club. Sculled by Catherine Maitland, Beth Bryan, and their coaches Ross Hunter and Mark Banks. Oh, and a little hairy friend. Oh. I wasn't talking about Banksy then. So there we are, that is a first. Congratulations, Leander. Moving on to our penultimate prize of the afternoon. This is for the Championship Quadruple Sculls, the Bourne Cup, also kindly sponsored by Nina Padwick. A new record set in a fantastic final that was taken by Edinburgh University Boat Club, Leander Club, Molesey Boat Club and Newcastle University Boat Club. Congratulations to Lucy Glover. This is her annual pilgrimage. Zoe Adamson, Lola Anderson, Molly Harding, and their coach who couldn't make it today, Lauren Fisher. And our last award of the afternoon is for the Championship 8s, the Ron Needs Challenge Cup, also kindly supported by the Colgan Foundation. This was won by a GB development crew. Bear with me while I give you all a name check. Congratulations go to Imperial College, Marlow Rowing Club, Molesey, Norwich, Oxford Brookes, Plymouth, Sheffield University, Queen's University. They matched the record today, winning in a time of 4:36. And their coach, Lauren Fisher. As they approach, I'll now name everybody. We have F. Bell, S. Heath, S. Redgrave, C. Brew, G. Francis, H. Long, R. Edwards, N. Lamb, and their cox, A. McKay. Done.
Okay, and that concludes the prize giving. Just a couple of things first. Someone's left a phone in the toilet. We've pulled it out and we've got it here for you. We've also got 2 questionnaires. One, we'd love feedback on the regatta, so please go to our website where there is a link and you can give us feedback on how we could get better. I've also designed a questionnaire to consult on the Senior Brit Championships, of which many people have opinions. If you go to the British Rowing site, that questionnaire is live and we would really welcome your feedback on that, please. All of you, you're welcome to take the trophies and have photos. Please don't drop them. And please bring them back here. Don't drive off with them. We know who you are and we will come after you, even if you're getting on a plane. Thank you very much to our trophies team. And could you please stand for the national anthem of Great Britain? Thank you.